My head's about to die. Yeah, charger trip. All right, brother. I gotta get off the mic. My shit about to die. I'm gonna catch you.
We've reached a defining point in the season. Week 8 in a huge game here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Florida Atlantic Owls and the Bowling Green Falcons. Reese Davis along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. Florida Atlantic about to put toe to leather and get this thing started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, running back on the move. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. All right, guys, let's talk about Bowling Green. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him.
Makes the grab on the left side. Off and running. He's at the touchdown, Bowling Green. Into the end zone with a breakaway score. Talk about an offense finding its rhythm early.
So nice to find the end zone early and get that confidence going. The defense is showing exactly what you'd expect them to do. Offense taking advantage. Great start for the offense.
And he added the extra point. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. To the air on first down. Using the quick game. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Owls want to crank the tempo.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Bringing the heat. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Looking for more room. Touchdown, BG. A pick 6.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders.
He lobs one high down the left side. Leaping grab for a big gain. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And how about that? Wasting no time. You go down, you give up 6 with your defense, but you come out aggressive. first play, Palmer, take a shot down the field and go make a big play.
You're seeing both of these offenses now, David, have success trading blows these last 2 drives. If this keeps up, we're going to have a barn burner.
He'll bring it out. It's Weaver. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
And when you start to develop a feel as a tight end that you can feel the zones and the holes, man, you start to become unstoppable. Nice job. QB on the same page, sees his tight end break towards the sidelines, finds the hole in the zone, delivers a strike. Nice completion, nice communication there without saying a word.
It's a fumble. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
He'll toss it. Nice move to keep running. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the first down.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Looking to throw on first down. He'll try to do it himself. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. The timing needs to be precise on those out routes, and the quarterback just gave him too much ground to cover.
Yeah, and you got to know when to throw that. Right when he's breaking out of his break, I got to put that ball and put it on him. And you could tell the timing was a little bit off, just a little too much juice from the QB.
Makes the grab. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
This guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
And this offense early, man, just clicking on all cylinders, right? Like, great job putting play after play together. Play that works with the next one, that works with the next one. And it's been a clinic on this drive so far.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Big guy smells it. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Falcon. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Thought he might have had a little room for a second, but he'll be stopped at the 28. A pretty good job by the coverage unit. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Off the play fake. Pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick six, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy. Or
lets it fly. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Kick is in the air. He will signal for the fair catch after a disastrous punt, and this is great news coming up for the offense. This offense has it with really good field position. He'll start this drive going to the air. Throws to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll try the outside to the left. Finding some room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like I'm not great at math, guy.
Touchdown, Falcons. Makes the catch. Plenty of room. Feet down in the end zone. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back. In this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This should be the last play of the quarter. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Looking to the big tight end. And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. And we take a look at how these quarterbacks are doing so far. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the Owls will hustle to the line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end.
Lofts one deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Got the back over the middle. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. They'll snap it from the 48 on third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
I know it's early in this game, but, man, this defense has had...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the middle. He's got it. First down and more. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. This Florida Atlantic offense is on a roll. Looking downfield on first down. Quick completion on the out route. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Owls go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll throw it from the red zone. Fires to the wide out. Wide open downfield. Touchdown Owls! And they take it in for 6 more points. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at our front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Bowling Green's offense will take the field to start the drive. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the end.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. The offense changing the play. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes a grab and room to run. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Escapes the pressure going right. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
That was a nice swat. Even Dikembe Mutombo would love to wave his finger side to side and say, no, no, no.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Runs through a tackle. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. The option look. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Touchdown, Bowling Green. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. And he'll be stopped. The return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. They're working that left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Owls moving quickly to the line.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
The Owls right after the huge play through the air back to the line.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they're already in the second quarter. They've got over 200 yards thrown.
Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defense.
Makes the catch. Ball is loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Wants to throw it again. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Finds his big tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Florida Atlantic looking to score from the red zone. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Touchdown, Owls. A great catch in the end zone.
Man, textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing. You need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Back to the ground game on the left. He breaks a tackle. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We start with Baylor in their matchup against the number 12 team, the Utah Utes.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19.
And it's the Bears with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here. Now, early in their first possession in the third quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time, the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Going over the top. He's got it on the right. Lots of room to run. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out, because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Throwing on the run. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Stepping to the right. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And, man, you got to love the way the defense just took this field. Like, offense scores, cuts into the lead, and they had some juice, some energy, flying around, being physical, everybody getting to the football, and now forcing the punt and a chance to give the ball back to their offense to do some damage.
Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive.
And this offense hadn't got the ground game going at all, but it hasn't mattered. The passing game has been so good. So you'd like to create balance on offense, but as long as they can keep spinning the pill out wide, this offense has been just fine.
The quick out. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Caught close to the marker, it's Bernard.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The run inside, it's Bernard. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, here's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. It's complete to the left. Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Pressure coming. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. And you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
And the Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Fires complete on the crosser. And he'll be smacked to the ground. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Complete. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. And it looks as if we're going to get a timeout here as a man is shaken up. Looks as if it's their senior quarterback who's down on the play, and that is a guy they can ill afford to lose. We'll have Holly check on his condition shortly. Second and goal coming up.
Hey, kill it. 949 rock star. 949 rock Hawkeye. Ready. Copper.
Looking to fire. Touchdown, Owls! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action on first down. Dances away to buy time. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls incomplete.
This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. On the option. He'll toss it. Fighting off the defender. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
And I feel sorry for this defense. Like, they're having to defend the entire field. QB's already shown he can beat you with his arm. Now with his legs and his decision-making, getting the ball to the pitch man, he's shown a variety. In this defense, they're having to defend the whole entire field.
He rifles one deep down the right side.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Tie ball game as we play in the third quarter. It's 2nd and 10. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure to his right. Makes the grab. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Well, they weren't throwing to the sticks on that 3rd down. They hit the drag route, and they get a nice gain, but that now sets up 4th down with more yards to go, and it's decision time. I think moving forward on 3rd downs, you got to start thinking about routes down the field.
Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads. Watch today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Running inside, it's Bernard. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Back to the ground with the running back. He'll be stopped at his own 23-yard line, but he's got enough to move the chains and pick up the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
So now it's 2nd and long. He's got it on the right. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Florida Atlantic races to the line. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the 2nd half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind end.
Quarterback may change this route. They'll start this drive with a pass. The sure hands, it's Woodyard.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
They're dealing with a second and long. Red pass, it's complete. Could not make his way to the corner.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
On the option. The pitch. Makes a man miss. Got enough for the first. They get him corralled, but not before. They had their eyes going everywhere trying to keep up with this option attack. And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a fourth quarter lead, but they don't want to leave too much time on the clock for an answer. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game.
Touchdown, BG! They move on top here in the 4th.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The eyes now turn to the defense to see whether they can keep this lead intact late in the 4th. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got the quick pass.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball. To the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Henry. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Oh, he makes the catch. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. He would love to have picked up the 1st down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
Yeah, that could save the game because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job getting out of bounds.
They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
I just don't like the play call, guys. 2 straight runs, and you're just wasting clock. At this juncture of the game, you need to score, and you got to score quickly. Running the ball is not going to get it done.
Back to pass on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. To the ground to try to move the chains. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
And why would you not go back to it? I mean, he's caught everything thrown his way. He's been the focal point of this offense. They need a play late in the football game. They find him again. If I'm this defense, I got to make sure I'm doing everything I can to take him away.
The Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. And he left that one short, trying to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Works the middle of the field. And that'll not only be a 1st down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. Offense takes a timeout, 27 seconds left. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Back to throw, it's Peters. Lets it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game.
He makes a grab, and he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up 4th down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. They'll go to the air. Pass to the end zone, caught for a touchdown in the final seconds, and they're just a point away from tying it up.
How about the offense in that situation to come up so big? The place is going bananas. It's so hard to hear. It's so hard to execute. And you just put 6 on the board and have a chance to kick this PAT and tie the game.
And now they're going to go for 2 and the possible win, and this crowd rises up to try to make it tough. They want to throw it. He makes the grab. The 2-point try is good, and they take the lead. So that was a lengthy 17-play drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. He'll pull it down and run. Got room at the 35. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. Maybe increase. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Timeout is called with just a single second left. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. And this one to put them on top, and it is getting late. That is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a single.